what death looks like. That's why we make really good shots.
One of the things that's a hot topic in America is trophy hunting, and South Africa specifically has done is put a value on animals. And when you do that, it gives money to conserve the animals and manage animals. It's an anti-poaching unit here on the preserve. It's about the culture, it's about the adventure. Epic family adventure that's going to be so much fun. Well, here we go. The first step in our trip to Africa with the family. We have a lot of flying ahead of us. I think it's 46 hours or 42 hours or some crazy thing before we get into South Africa, and then another 6-hour drive. It's beautiful living where we do in the middle of nowhere, but it's not easy to get anywhere. How are you?
How are you?
Good, how's it going?
Thank you, welcome.
This is my daughter Charlie.
I'm Ruth, nice meeting you.
Timber, and my wife Candy.
I'm Ruth, nice meeting you. Welcome.
Thank you.
How was the flight? Long but short, but...
Yeah, we've missed a couple days. I realized this morning it's Friday. We left on Tuesday. Folks, my family and I have been traveling for 52 straight hours, and we walked into Zander Osmers Lodge, and it is absolutely stunning. You instantly know that your family's going to be safe and sound, and you are about to embark on one of the most epic adventures maybe of their lifetime. We grabbed a quick bite to eat, and we put our stuff away in our rooms, and we head out to the range. It's always a good idea to check your zero, especially after traveling halfway around the world and through all those different airports and different airlines. Also, the girls could use some confidence in their shooting, so let's see if we can hit some steel.
How many did you bring?
60, 80 of this and 60 of the other. Yeah, I don't know if I told you that. It's going to be Timber's first animal. See the steel plate to the top left above it? We're going to hit that. Find it in your scope. We made it move. We're done for a while. Gun's hot. I don't want you to start glitching out on us.
I'm gonna get a cab not too long from now.
I was gonna say, when did they drop? They gotta be getting close, huh?
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. You know, we're not trying to hit one of the big five or anything. This is just really about Plains game. It's about the culture. It's about the adventure. So they call you Roo, Goose. My dad, Mike, calls you Rip because you're like, you're riding for the brand constantly. People at home will understand that. Rip doesn't. Well, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming out today. What are we doing?
Yeah, welcome. Ike, always fun having your family and you. Yeah, we're on the reserve today. It's just 75,000 acres. So yeah, I think you're looking for a kudu and a zebra, and the girls is looking for something like a impala or something that's nice.
Maybe a monkey.
Or a monkey. And yeah, let's see what the nature gives us, and let's enjoy the day.
Yeah, it should be fun. It's a beautiful day. You guys, back home it's 105 degrees at home, and here we were freezing to death.
Off.
We were cold on the ride in, so.
Yeah, we do a game count with the helicopter.
You know how many count.
You won't know 100%, but you've got a really good idea. You fly at grids, you've got a system like on a smaller computer, like a GPS. Then you say 10 female, 1 male, 1 trophy. So you got to balance what you can shoot and what not.
Right. How many animals are on this place?
Nah, there's a lot.
100,000?
No, I wouldn't say 100,000, but it's a lot of game.
We finally made it, and we're watching the sunset here in South Africa for the first time. What an unbelievable sight. I can't wait to get in the field with my girls and see if we can't take some of the trophies we came halfway around the world to take. So stick with us. Tomorrow is going to be an unbelievable day. It's winter here, and the trees have almost lost all of their leaves. This is the dry season. We are in search of a big kudu bull, and what do we come across? A family of locals. Look at these majestic animals. They're just walking through that thick brush, zero noise, with zero effort. You know an elephant will last 80 years. Look at that one. It has a collar on it. What that thing could tell in stories is unbelievable. What an experience for a first-time hunter to get to see one of these unbelievable animals so close. I was hoping they would come this way, but I think they went back into the thick stuff. And once you get them in there, we're too loud. You're not gonna. So try again. We could never see the big ones forever, and then we moved around and they moved off. We would come and walking back down the road, called you guys in, and boom, there he was, standing there again. And the big bulls walked behind him and couldn't get a shot. He stood there. If I want to shoot him, he stood there for plenty of time. But it happens. It's called hunting, right?
day we've had. Beautiful sunset. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow.
Well, it's my oldest daughter, Charlie's turn to get behind the rifle in hopes that we can shoot one of these beautiful zebras. As we're tooling along, we see some zebra tracks and decide to pursue. You know, sitting up on top of this perch was a great idea to maybe snipe one of these off. I don't know what happened. They got kind of weary of us. And they just never came into that effective range for my oldest Charlie. So, as you know, you kind of got to stack the deck with these young hunters. Maybe they winded us. I'm not sure what happened. But I think maybe it's time to change it up and try a different tactic. Maybe a water hole sitting in a blind. Now this is really interesting. See what he's doing with that zebra poop, and he's lit it on fire. And you go, why are they doing that? So they know which way the wind's blowing? No, actually, they've come up with this plan, and they've used it for generations, that they light that on fire, and it's a cover scent. So the zebras that are coming in downwind from us across this pond can't smell us. And let's see if their little traditional plan worked. Well, there's an impala. They don't care about us.
It's funny because they started running and then all you hear is and then you can stop using kids see dust and all you could hear was boom. I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, I know he's down now.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great shot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're here hunting in South Africa with Zander Osmers Safaris. You guys do a lot of different species, a lot of different hunts, but one of the cool things and one of the reasons that we chose you is the fact that you can do it with kids. I mean, what's the difference versus, well, I guess this morning it wasn't much different than what you do normally. I would hope it doesn't get any more extreme than that.
Yeah, like it's, you have to accommodate everyone, you know, and hunting with children sometimes can be a little bit more tricky. It's a lot of fun, you know, hunting with the children and teaching them, and you're just taking everything in. And
you did a really good job, very, very patient with my kids. I know we have a couple more species that we're looking for, so let's get after it. Now, for you backcountry hunters like me, loading a whole animal like that would be a dream come true. Now that we got the zebra taken care of, this afternoon we're going to continue hunting kudu bulls, and we come across this group. Now, how you judge them is the length of their horn. My benchmark is 50 inches long and decently wide. I just love the way those greater kudu fall out when they get about 50 inches long. Let's see if one of these bulls fits that bill.
One in the bottom, breaking a tree, or eating on a tree. So kudu hunting, you see them, and it's kind of a little bit of chaotic. You jump out of the vehicle and stalk in on them, and we've done this a couple times now. And this group of bulls, it has some cows too, but there's one good bull in there. But what do you think?
I think it was a decent bull, but we've got a little bit of time. I think if he maybe needs a year or two more, but it was a nice bull, nice and wide. But I think we can find a better one.
Okay, and that's called selective harvest right there. We'll find one that's a little bit older.
Yeah, a little bit older, a little bit bigger.
At the past his prime or right at the end of it. So perfect.
Let's keep on looking.
Yeah, again.
We were just talking about that. I don't think it was the same ones that we had over there. If it is, the big one left them. Yeah. I mean, he's close. He's like, if we get down to 2 days left, maybe. One of the things that's a hot topic in America is trophy hunting or hunting itself. And this continent, and South Africa specifically, has done is put a value on animals. And when you do that, it gives money to conserve the animals and manage animals. And you guys are an anti-poaching unit here on the preserve. So what you guys do, we just bumped into you.
Yeah.
You guys are out here patrolling the area. How long have you been doing it, Daniel?
I've been doing this job, I've done my anti-poaching course in October 1997.
Is it just rhinos that you guys are protecting, or is it all of the species?
Every crocodiles, all the animals, tortoise. Basically, no one's allowed to mess around with the wildlife, except obviously the legitimate hunters
that are paying to manage it. Like me, I'm here, I'm hunting. If I kill something, there's money that's being transferred, so there's a value on that animal, which then that money gets dumped back into units like you guys to conserve and manage not just the species that I'm taking, not just rhinos or whatever, but all of them.
Yes, exactly.
It's a management tool.
Yeah, for sure. That's the whole thing. We had to stop the illegal hunting of the animals. You won't say it's just one guy coming in to get an impala to feed himself and his family. It's like more like commercial.
Yeah, they'll come in and kill all the impala.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing to me. I mean, you guys are out here every day and you know what's here. And so I have to ask you, Daniel, we're hunting kudu. Have you seen any big ones today?
Yeah, for sure.
So there's hope. We're just not lucky yet.
2 big ones right now.
Well, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I hope it was fun.
If you have questions, check out a conservation organization like Dallas Safari Club. All these organizations are really well in tuned on how this works, and they're funding a lot of it.
The evening hunt finds us back in a blind on a different water hole. We're hoping to find a zebra for my youngest, Timber. But lo and behold, look what shows up to get a little drink of water. That is a big warthog. They don't make them much bigger than that. Timber not wanting to take him, I decide, well, heck, I'll shoot him. Now these are tough animals. Oh, there he is. Oh, look out, Rue.
Tough. We were sitting in the blind waiting for my youngest. Hopefully a zebra would come in and she'd be able to take it. And this big old bruiser warthog came in with a female. I'm not obviously a specialist on warthogs, but I will tell you this, those are huge tusks. Rue told me, he goes, you want to shoot that warthog? I said, I don't know, do I? He goes, if you don't, I'm gonna. These are tough animals. Found him dying in the bush, and then he jumped up and started running, and so I hit him in the hind end trying to break him down, and then he finally expired. But they definitely hit every branch on the way down when they fell out of the ugly tree. So let's get back in the blind and see if we can take a zebra with Timber.
Mealtime in South Africa is always a treat. They eat really good. In fact, they eat what they take. This meat is cooked to perfection over an open flame right in front of you, and you get all of the fixins.
And yeah, I like these shoes a lot.
Coffee is well needed this morning. It is barely 5 o'clock. I don't even think it is 5 o'clock. We're going to go on our balloon ride. Well, folks, you saw the footage of them letting off those red balloons, and what they're doing is they're checking the air in the different columns of air and the different rows of air, and they didn't like what they saw because there's a certain column that the wind is easterly and it's cooking. So once you get through that layer, it's really close to the ground, which makes it a really hard landing. So they canceled the flight for today. We're gonna try it again, see what happens. But what they don't know is because they canceled this flight, there's probably gonna be a zebra that ends up dead for it. Poor zebra. We're on one of the ridges that we were on a couple days ago. There's lots of zebra in here. We're just gonna walk out to the end of it and look off both sides and just kind of still stalk and see if we can find one that Timber can actually put a shot on. Let's go.
So when we get to the top of this ridge, they have built a climbing tower so that they can see just a little bit taller. So Rue shimmies up to the top of this to take a look and see if he can find a zebra within range. Sure enough, there's one sleeping in the shade.
See the back of his mane? Yeah. Just go lower with that rod in the middle.
Just follow that white line down to where the bushes are. That's his shoulder.
Okay, go. Yeah.
He dropped like a rock.
Yeah, he dropped. Just be ready.
That was a good shot. Yeah. That's what death looks like.
That's sad.
Yeah. That's why we make really good shots.
Good job. Hey, excellent shot, eh?
Was he
What
by
did
himself?
I could only see him, and I could see it was a stallion.
Only thing you could see is this. You could see that triangle.
Yeah.
We actually, these zebra have been eluding us for a few days, Timber. We were on the third day trying to get one. We've sat in blinds, we've climbed mountains, and today it just worked out. We finally got the stars so aligned. We climbed up to the top of this mountain, just happened to catch him standing in the shade where we could see him and he couldn't see us, and we had all the time in the world. We set up. Timber made one heck of a shot. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a zebra drop that fast. He dropped like somebody pulled the rug out from underneath him. What'd you think?
I thought, wow, I wasn't gonna get that, and then it just dropped, and I was like, wait, where did it go? Did it just sprint off? Did I not get it?
He's a really, really old stud, really big stud. He's got really cool lines, and they call them faded lines. So you can see in the white, there's some, you can just barely see faded black lines, which is really, really unique, and he's gonna make a beautiful rug. So stick with us. We're not quite done with our South African experience, adventure as the Eastman family.
South Africa is always an adventure, and one of the things that we didn't plan on but that we got invited to partake in is the movement of one of these giant rhino bulls. They're moving it from this preserve to another preserve to try and get genetic diversity. Now, you ask yourself, how do you move one of these 6,000 pound animals? A lot of people, a very sturdy trailer, and a helicopter. These bulls are a little close for my comfort. With one shake of that head, he could tip our truck over.
He's gonna dart him again. He's using a Savage, which is really cool.
Oh, there he goes. The medicine finally worked this time. Look at this massive beast. Just to touch one of these.
It's a microchip embedded in there, and then it'll grow out around it, and you can't get it off. And then they can scan that microchip from outside, and it tells everything they need to know about it.
So as we learn how they transport rhinos, the question remains, is hunting rhino considered conservation?
So he'll be fully awake while on the ride.
So the first thing I did was I gave him a nice sedation so that he doesn't fight in the trailer because he's going to fall on.
Right.
So then I give a reversal, which is a partial reversal. It reverses only some of the effects, but it reverses another of the effects that the animal will be able to correct itself standing and be able to compensate for falling over in the trailer and all of that. And then I give a full reversal that goes with the animal to the form of offloading. So before we offload the animal, they give it a full reversal, and then they'll let the animal go off then. Otherwise, they break the horns off in the trailer.
That's crazy.
Now, the girls and I, after they got the rhino in there and he's safe and sound and the trailer drives off, the girls and I get invited to take a helicopter ride versus drive back to the lodge. And Zander, the pilot, who also owns the preserve, gives us one heck of a show. Now Now, this is how they count the animals on the preserve, is through the helicopter and a grid system. They know exactly how many animals are on the preserve. And you heard that noise? That sounds like a dog, and what it does is it gets the animals to move so they can count them. Look at the lodge from above. What an epic perch. And another unbelievable meal. Shared by family and friends.
So today is a new day, sun's up, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can find the big kudu bulls. We're hopeful, plenty of time left. That didn't.
He's the lead in those things.
Nope. I think I hit him high. It was lung shot. You could see the lung bubbling out. Did you guys get to watch it?
No.
There he is. Oh, that's a beautiful bull.
He's nice. Nice tips.
Yeah, beautiful bull. How old do you think he is?
It's about 9, 10.
Oh. Wow.
That was a perfect shot.
They're not as big as I thought they'd be. They're about this. They're about the size of a large mule deer. So one of the unique things about kudu is you would think that if, you know, they can't see backwards because of their big ears and the horns, but what actually happens, and you'll see them when they're running, they'll tilt their head back, and what they can do is they can see their eye through this curl. So it makes like a tunnel, and they can see behind them. I didn't know that till today. That is a really cool thing. Everything by design is what that is. One of the major things that I really wanted was a kudu. Not only are they just a beautiful specimen, but it's very similar to spot and stalk mule deer hunting, where you have to judge, and then you have to make, get the stars to align and take a beautiful shot and make it happen. This kudu bull was probably, I counted it up, I think this is like the 24th or 25th kudu bull we've seen. He's an old bull. You know, he's above that benchmark that everybody's looking for, so he's mature. He's part of the conservation because he's a loner bull out here by himself. It was just an unbelievable hunt. I can't thank these guys enough, and I appreciate all the conservation that is happening through the safari clubs and the Dallas Safari Clubs, but really to the guys that are doing the boots on the ground, like Zander, and we met the owner of this place. All these guys are doing it for the right reasons because these animals need protected and they need conserved, but ultimately they need managed. Can't wait to have another adventure here.
Yeah, thank you very much for you guys supporting us.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you coming along on this adventure with me and the girls. We've had a blast. So until we see you next time, thanks for watching Eastmans.
Thank you for joining us today on this unbelievable Eastman adventure. I appreciate you coming along, and hopefully someday you'll get the opportunity to go on an adventure just like this.
And that concludes flying a balloon in the savannah. We made it safely and it was absolutely beautiful. Saw a bunch of animals and the weather was beautiful. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.